You think he'll achieve any of them?
No. And I think this whole essence of accountability, it's written into the speech, but there was no recognition that this party has been in government for 12 years. There was no recognition of the real worries that people are facing. You can write it down, Michelle. We could all do that and you know, repeat the words. But he clearly hasn't got, you know, and I'm not talking about charisma, but he's got no empathy. You know, does he actually understand what it's like for somebody who's waiting either for an operation that's been cancelled many times or someone who knows that a loved one has died because an ambulance didn't get there in time? Does he have any idea of the real pressures that families are under? And it sounded to me...
Do you think he doesn't?
I don't think he does. And if he does... then he certainly doesn't express them. I mean, Ben and I were talking before we came into the studio, and actually we both agreed that when he was answering the questions, he seemed more human, but the speech was managerial. It was like one of those things that we've all been to, and you sit in the room and you think, oh, Lord, and there's going to be a PowerPoint presentation about KPIs, and I really can feel that my eyes are glazing over. We are in a crisis. He's been absent, as have his ministers, right through Christmas and New Year. There was no sense of urgency. There was no sense of recognition. There was no sense of, you know, if you're going to judge him on how is he going to stop waiting lists?
Yeah, he had to be much more tangible. And I think I was listening to Liam Halligan before I came on, and, you know, this is a time of multiple crises. And I don't like the word crises much because it gives undue importance often to things that don't deserve that term, but I think we have got a number of crises going on, and this is a time for genuine leadership. It's a time for a leader to get out up in front and address head-on how he's going to solve the strikes, address head-on specifically how he's going to get waiting lists down, specifically how he's going to grow the economy. All economists agree that basically Jeremy Hunt's package of policies is anti-growth. And you talked earlier on, Michelle, about all the regulations that we still have from the EU. Well, one of the benefits of Brexit was to be jettisoning bureaucracy that we don't need, that the British national interest is not served by. And we haven't done any of that, and Rishi is pushing that to a back burner. So if you talk about legislative change that's going to boost the United Kingdom, we're not going to get that either. Deregulation, by the way, is a phenomenal way to power an economy, but he's not doing it.